Ladies and gentlemen, hujambo, karibu tena katika channel ya Gashis Kama TV, The Tallest Man Black Africa. If you have been very keen on Azimio, you have realized that most of the briefing these days are done by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Again, if you have been very keen, you have also realized that the briefing of the press usually take place at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka Foundation. If you have been very keen on Kenyan politics, you realize that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is becoming more visible day by day. If you have been very keen, you realize that the man from Ikulu has been given a prominent role in Azimio. There are no coincidences in politics. This is by design. This is intended to be like that. Again, when you look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, you see a very different person. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is not the watermelon that you used to see. And in this video, I want us to give the reason why the Azimio Brigade has decided to settle down on Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and give him more visibility. The first reason is that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has become very firm and very clear. And again, other than this, when you look at his wiper team, William Samoei Ruto has been unable to steal, because what happens is stealing MPs. He has been able to steal not even an MCA from the wiper team. Unlike in ODM, where William Samoei Ruto has managed to steal a number of MPs like Jarango, katika upande wa wiper, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka team has remained intact. This has shocked many people. Kwa sababu wengi walikuwa wakifikiria kwamba William Samoei Ruto would cannibalize the wiper team, lakini sivyo imetokea. And Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is the man to beat come 2027. There seems to be an agreement between Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, Raila Amolo Odinga, and even Martha Karua that the person to carry the flag of Azimio in 2027 is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. That is a fact that is now very, very clear. The second reason why Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is being given a prominent role is because, unlike Martha Karua, Martha Karua is very confrontational. Martha Karua is not reconciliatory. But when you look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, the man is reconciliatory. Even when he's talking, you can trust him that whatever he's going to say, kile ambacho atasema ni kitu ambacho unaweza kuamini. And when you look at Mount Kenya, he can attract more votes than Martha Karua in Mount Kenya. He can also attract more votes than Raila Amolo Odinga in Mount Kenya. That is what we have come to realize. The fact that the Kabas and the Kikuyus are both Bantus. By the way, most of the Bantus, you can understand the language of each other. Na kusema ukweli, hakuna tofauti kubwa kati ya Wakikuyu, lugha ya Wakikuyu na Wakaba. Kwa mfano wakati ambapo, kwa mfano nataka kusema nipe hiyo bilauri kwa maana ya grasi. Mkikuyu atasema negre gravi. Naye Mkaba atasema nenge glasi. Ukiangalia utaona kwamba hizi ni lugha moja, kile kitu ambacho wanazungumzia ni kitu ambacho wanaweza kuelewana. So and again, when you look at Kalonzo Musyoka has about 3 million votes intact. All the Kabas can actually decide to start with Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Kabas are also very many other coasts. When you go to the coastal region, utapata Wakaba wengi sana pale. When you go to Nairobi, utapata Wakaba wengi vile vile kule. Na hani watu ambao wanaweza wakiamua kumpigia Kalonzo Musyoka, waamua kwamba watapiga kura upande moja. I can tell you, you can now understand why there is scrabble for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. You can now understand why William Samoei Ruto is having a sleepless night, trying to send emissaries, trying to convince Kalonzo Musyoka to join them. Na kuna wakati ambapo walisemekana kwamba hata walikuwa wamempa kile kiti cha speaker, lakini akakataa katakata. So Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is aware that by 2027, if at all, just like Murathe said, if at all William Samoei Ruto be lucky to complete his first term, come 2027, I can tell you, he will cry in the mountain. He will cry in Kabaland. He will cry at the coast. He will cry in Nairobi. Indeed, William Samoei Ruto will only be assured of more than 80% of the votes from the Kalenjin community. Even the Kikuyus, he'll be lucky to get 50% if Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will be the presidential candidate. Again, when you look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka looks presidential. Mwangalie, compare him compare him to Rigathi Gachagua. Once you compare him to Rigathi Gachagua, Gachagua, his dressing code, for sure, leaves a lot to be desired. His language also leaves a lot to be desired. And even the diplomats know very well that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is presidential. The fact that he was a diplomat again gives him an edge over Martha Karua and others. Unapomwangalia utaona kwamba the fact that he was a diplomat means that he knows many corners that other leaders don't know. He has international connections. He has the goodwill of the international community. And I think Kenya just needs somebody like Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka who is knowledgeable about so many things. Kwa hivyo unapomwangalia Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka utaona kwamba kutokana na ule umilisi wake, ujuzi wa kuwa mwana diplomasia, utapata kwamba akawa na nafasi ya kujuana na marais wengi kutoka mataifa ya Bali, mataifa ya ughaibuni na Afrika Mashariki. And the fact he carries himself like a leader and a respectable leader in that case also give him an edge over the other presidential candidate. When you look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, you also realize that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is eloquent. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is one person who is gifted with the gift of the gaps. The man is convincing. The man is turning out to be charismatic. The man is very knowledgeable when it comes to the law. And this one also makes him a better candidate when you compare him with any other candidate. Again, when you look at his age, in 2027, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will still be strong. And will be somebody who can even run because he's energetic, he's healthy. And this one is what Kenyans are looking for. Because one thing that Kenyans have come to realize is that the health of the president is also very, very important. And even the age of the president is also very, very important. Because majority of people in Azimio now believes that time has come for Azimio to support Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Time has come now for even Raila Amolo Odinga kumwambia Kalonzo asante sana kutokana na vile ambavyo umesimama na mimi, na tumekuwa katika sehemu tukikingania kiti hiki cha urais, tumekuwa tukipigwa chega na kiti kimekuwa tuponyoka tukiwa tunatazama hivi. Now it is time now to change strategy, because you see people one person opined that madness is trying to do one thing at the same style or the same method and expecting different results. So this time I believe Azimio is going to use a different approach, and that approach is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Again, when you look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, the fact that he was the Vice President of the Republic of Kenya, the fact that he was the Minister of Foreign Affairs, he has been the Minister for Education, and many other portfolios, especially during Arab Moi's reign, it means that this man understands statecraft. He understands what goes on within the government. Na unapoangalia William Samoei Ruto, utaona ya kwamba isipokuwa labda yeye, utapata kuna wengi ambao tunaweza kuwaita the greenhorns. Like now when you look at Gachagua doesn't clearly understand statecraft. When you look at Kimani Ichung'wah again, utaona kwamba although he's the leader of the majority, he doesn't understand statecraft. Statecraft is the way the nation is steered. the way things are run. Na ukiangalia utaona kwamba Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka kwa sababu alikuwa pale wakiwa na Mwai Kibaki, and you remember it is during that time we also enjoyed economic prosperity, we also enjoyed stability of a nation, and we were given high ratings. And Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka was there to help Mwai Kibaki, na kile watu wengi wajai kujua ni kwamba Mwai Kibaki bila kuwa na Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka labda angekuwa na wakati mgumu sana kutawala nchi ya Kenya. Again, when you look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, let me take a bite. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is somebody you can trust. The man is trustworthy. And whenever he talks, you can trust whatever he's going to say. Compare this to Rigathi Gachagua. If Rigathi Gachagua is talking and Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is talking, whom would you trust? Definitely, it is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, because he is not controversial. And again, his choice of word is something that many people have come to like. When you compare him to Rigathi Gachagua, that's why I'm telling you that he's going to win a lot of votes. And William Samoei Ruto, William Samoei Ruto is also very abrasive, just like Gachagua. William Samoei Ruto, you see his tone is that of anger, vengeful. Lakini unapomwangalia Kalonzo utaona kwamba he's not vengeful like what we are seeing in Kenya Kwanza. When you see Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, you see a level-headed politician. When you see Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, you see somebody who means business. You see somebody who can be given the instrument of power, and you can trust him. You can trust him with the military. You can trust him with the policemen. You can trust him with the judiciary. Because this is not the person who will just come and start meddling with the affairs of the state. This is not the person who will come and start capturing other organs of the state, like the judiciary, the police, like we are seeing in Kenya Kwanza. Because what we are seeing in Kenya Kwanza is dangerous for the democracy of this country. Kwa sababu unapoangalia utaona kwamba polisi wamekuwa ni polisi wa William Samoei Ruto. Mahakama imekuwa ni mahakama ya Kenya Kwanza. The judiciary is the judiciary of Kenya Kwanza. It's not like we have been seeing in the past. Indeed, if you ask me, the time of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta were better. Institutions were operating independently. And that is why you could see even Maraga could decide to nullify the 2027 general elections without blinking an eye. Lakini sasa kile ambacho tunajua ni kwamba mahakama wakati wote inafanya uamuzi lazima iangalie vile ambavyo William Samoei Ruto anataka. Wakati wote ambapo polisi wanatekeleza majukumu yao, wanatekeleza ili kumfurahisha rais, kwa sababu huo ndio ukweli. But when you look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, because of the confidence that he brings in government, because of the confidence that he brings in statecraft, it is somebody who can actually inspire the nation. Ni mtu ambaye tunaweza tukawa tunamwamini. Again, when you look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is mature. He's a person who exhibits a lot of maturity through his talking, through his demeanor, through the way he talks, the way he carries himself, the way he interacts with other people, and is respected in international circles and even within the country. Utapata kwamba watu wengi wanamheshimu, watu wengi wanamsikiliza wakati ambapo wanaongea. Na if there is one person that the government would like to win and live as Mio, it is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. But the embodied Kalonzo is not ready for that. The modern day Kalonzo is very, very different from the Kalonzo that you used to see during wakati watu walikuwa wakimuita watermelon, mwoga, sijui nini. Yule Kalonzo ambaye tunaona ni Kalonzo ambaye ni tofauti kabisa. Na tunaweza kusema kwamba this has been done deliberately. And what Kenyans don't know is that usually the person who becomes the president does not just emerge from anywhere. Because when you look at William Samoei Ruto emerged when he was actually opposing the 2020 constitution. And Kenyans don't know that William Samoei Ruto was just preparing for the presidency. And he was doing this deliberately. And this man was able to garner about 2 million votes on his side. So the man was present for many years. And he did not just emerge like that. Kibaki was also present. He was the leader of opposition. He was the vice president, and so on and so forth. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka now, he has been there. And I think that is the way Kenyan voter psychology and mentality works. They want somebody whom they can trust. They want somebody whom ambaye amekuwa pale katika uwanja wa siasa akicheza mpira wa siasa. Now the ball is on 2027, and the man to watch is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. The man to beat is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. That is my take. I don't know what you think. Maybe you have a different opinion, but remember that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is one person whom we cannot ignore. So remember to like this video kindly, and for those of you who have never subscribed, take a minute to subscribe. Just hit the red button. For those of you who say that they don't see our videos, kindly just hit the notification bell such that anytime we upload a video, YouTube will always notify you. For those of you who have been supporting us, we are very, very, very grateful. Our numbers is always there on the comment section. We will pin the number. You can support us in the best way you can. And may you have a blessed Sunday. Till next time. Bye-bye.